Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished speakers in the 7th Inter-Islamic University Conference on Psychology. It is an honor that we are now here to meet you virtually. Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah and also to Rasulullah and the followers and his families and until the end of this world. Alhamdulillah. So we would like to present our results here about protective factors within family for Indonesian Muslim youth. I am Dian Sari Utami and I will present here with Ms. Nabila Huswatun Hasanah. We are from Universitas Islam Indonesia. The first presentation will be delivered by Ms. Nabila Huswatun Hasanah. So please, Ms. Nabila, time is yours.
Thank you. Islam, here the human life in youth is so meaningful because it will be accountable in the hereafter. In addition, youth have an important role as a driving force from the advancement of Muslim civilization. Imam Shafi'i emphasized that the standardization of a young man is based on the quality of his knowledge and piety. If the two things are not attached to his personality structure, then it is not appropriate to be called youth, because the youth of the today is the leader tomorrow. Based on Law Number 40 of 2009, youth are, youth are Indonesian citizens who are enter an important period of growth and development, aged 16 to 30 years. But on the other hand, various problems arise among youth which cannot be separated from internal and external factors. The lesson promiscuity that occurs in the city of Banda Aceh is caused by several factors, namely internal factors, family factors, environmental factors, and information technology factors. Thus, the family is one of the important factors in shaping the characteristics of adolescents that reflect Muslim youth as the next generation of the nation and religion. If the family has not been able to fully carry out its role in shaping the Islamic personality in adolescence, it will have an impact on not being reflected in the values of Islamic personality in adolescence. On the other hand, the implementation of family values and parental expectation came from self-control and emotion, humility, and values in children, which tend to be adolescent behavior as a result of the process of internalizing family values through character building habituation. Thus, the family can play a role in shaping the characteristic of adolescence as a generation of Muslim youth. Based on the expectation regarding the role of the family in youth and the importance of the role of youth in an Islamic perspective, this study aims to determine the perspective of Muslim youth in Indonesia regarding which family factor can strengthen Muslim youth so as to minimize the problems that arise in today's youth. Furthermore, the research uses a qualitative approach with phenomenological research design. This research design is used to explore and find the meaning of the experience of Muslim youth. Participants in this study were men and women aged 15 to 20 years, Muslim, Indonesian citizens, and living in Indonesia. A total of 16 Muslim youth in the special region of Yogyakarta participated in this study. The data collection method used was a focus group discussion by dividing participants into two groups. The first group is participant aged 15 to 18 years, and the second group is participant aged 19 to 22 years. Then, the data analysis technique used is open coding and selective coding, also known as coding technique. Open coding is done by describing, examining, comparing, conceptualizing, categorizing emerging themes, and finding from the research data. This is done to get a picture of the facts of the research problem as a unit of qualitative data analysis. Okay, now the next presentation will be delivered by Ms. Tia. Please.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nabila. And I would like to continue the presentations and discuss about the findings and also the results. And first, about our results, we found three themes of this finding related to the aim of the study to explore the protective factors within a family to overcome problems among Indonesian Muslim youth. The first theme is related to respectful communication, and the second theme is about parenting competence, and the third theme is about parents' control. From these themes, we found some statements from the participants that, for instance, in the respectful communication, it is shown that fathers tend to ask and talk about problems related to the sons, and fathers tend to use open communications for both discussion with the sons. It's like the heart-to-heart talk. And related to parenting competence, it is one of the participants mentions that uh, it is necessary for parents to always update and upgrade about the situations and also the knowledge, so that they will understand that young people it is necessary for young people to use smartphones because they try to find some information, so it's not just watching in front of TV. And also related to the parents' control, one of the participants mentions that their parents tend to give advices. For instance, how to choose a good friend, and when it is not a good friend for the son or the daughter, it is necessary not getting in close with this person. So these are the results that we found. Despite of this, we also found some findings. For instance, it's related with the choose Islamic boarding school selectively, that it is necessary for parents to have knowledge and also choose Islamic boarding schools, not just because of the famous names of these schools, but it is necessary for parents to select this and find the appropriate schools related to the character of the children of the youth, because one youth maybe tend to do things more academic, and the other maybe tend to do things more I don't know, maybe kinesthetic. So it is necessary, and the others maybe tend to focus on only this related with Islamic learning. So it is necessary, and also the climate of the schools. Parents should know about this very well. Further, it is necessary also to youth Muslim for Muslim youth to practice Islam well. And parenting education for prospective parents or young parents is also necessary, and also applying Islamic parenting within family, especially for Muslim family. It is necessary that understanding knowledge about Islam and how to raise the child, especially within Muslim family, how to practice the Islamic values based on Quran and also based on Sunnah, and how to uh, educate the children in this digital era and in this uncertainty conditions, and the issues of going global as well. We understand from the previous results that open communication is one of the protective factors for adolescents to overcome the psychological and also the behavior risks or problems. So we know that the results related to these respectful communications has been strengthened with previous results. And also the family in the Muslim context is become the role of civilization, like a building block of civilization, as the main source of value and cultural transition. So a family is uh, the micro unit, and it is the basic unit to educate their children, because the first value and the first cultural transitions will be understood first time by children from the family itself. So namely, Islam visualizes individual in a family context, so where there is no conflict between spirituality, religiosity, and family life. So spirituality is also part of the religiosity, and both of them are also part of the family life. And one of the goals of Islamic law is the protection of family life. as it is stated in Quran that each family should protect it's not each family, but each person should protect their families from the hellfire. Okay, and now we are continuing to the conclusions. We may conclude that the role of the family, which includes protective factors, are respectful communications within the family, and then parenting competence and parental control to limit and monitor relationships. And it is also necessary for parents to select the good schools or the appropriate Islamic boarding school for the children, including applying Islamic parenting within family is also necessary. The implication of our results are first, the result can be as lesson learned for Indonesian Muslim youth to enhance Islamic values based on Quran and Sunnah. And second, it is also necessary to prepare evaluation material for parents and apply this in the family that able to protect Muslim youth for various problems they face, especially in this digital era because youth people use technology and huge information. So it is necessary to promote positive parenting and following the principle of Quran and also Hadith. And the third implication is related to empowerment program for Indonesian Muslim youth that can increase the resilience of Muslim youth as a modality to face uncertainty condition and uncertainty situations in this global era, especially for their mental and spiritual toughness. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Inshallah, we are finished with our presentation. Thank you very much and jazakumullah khairan kasiro. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.